Getting an education is an experience like no other. The knowledge gained is irreplaceable and something the students will never forget. However, for children to be guided on the path toward success, a special, caring, and dedicated person is needed. That is where all the wonderful faculty, staff, and teachers come into play. They are the first face to greet kids in the morning and are there to help them throughout their lives until they walk across that luminous stage to chase their futures. The Teacher of the Year program is used to select outstanding teachers who have impacted the lives of their students. These incredible people deserve to be recognized for all they do for our kids. After all, to teach is to touch a life forever.
I would say that teaching is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Teaching is a very rewarding career with a profession that makes other professions possible.
Well, the first advice I would say is to be flexible. You might plan a wonderful lesson and not get through that lesson. So you may have to slow a lesson down or speed it up. And then always have extra. Be prepared.
What I would say about someone interested in becoming an administrator is that it's the best profession in the world. You get to work with people every day, and the joy of working with students is just irreplaceable. I can't imagine a different profession.
Miss Crochet is very good at what she does. She takes the time to connect with the students, and she is very compassionate and inspirational.
You have to be ready for anything, and also to never underestimate the power of motivating your students.
I guess knowing that I can change lives. So when I go into the classroom, I have the opportunity to touch each person's life. By doing that, that kind of motivates me to get up in the morning.
I often joke because our principal always say like to leave your problems at home. For some, their job is stressful, but like for me, I find that it's my safe place. All my problems are gone, like it's fresh, and my kids are my inspiration sometimes.
The thing that I like about Miss Ursula is that she motivates us to do better, and she helps us on our tests, and like she makes the class really fun.
My best moment as an administrator occurs each year, and that's graduation night. I have the luxury of working with students from grades 7 through 12. So to be able to see students as what we refer to as puppies in their little gold shirts and coming to us nervous and then sending them forth into the world is just an absolute blessing.
There's so many best moments. I don't think I could choose one, but I guess if I had to say something, it would be when I see a child understand what I'm teaching them, when they can connect what I'm teaching to their own lives.
I think this girl was chosen as Teacher of the Year because she's really connected with her students, and she makes sure that they understand what they're doing in class and make sure they do not have a hard time.
So I asked my students to help me answer this question, and they said honest, they said trustworthy, reliable, innovative, exciting, happy, outgoing.
Miss Amy Fletcher would be chosen as Teacher of the Year because she's always positive, uplifting. She's very funny, and every time in her class we always learn something new, even when we're just laughing around and, being kids.
Ms. Amy Fletcher, you are the greatest teacher ever.
I say organized because you know that as a teacher that you have to come to class prepared, organization skills in order for your students to be successful. I'm always inspiring my kids to be their best self. Be you, but be the best you that you can be.
I love instilling something in them. I love hands-on things, and so making learning fun.
I go to work each day to do whatever I can for the students in my building and in my community. So whatever that entails, it might be one day wiping the cafeteria tables down or having a conversation with a student, but just being there for people and being of service.
Teaching doesn't just mean teaching. I'm not just their teacher. One of my favorite parts about teaching is forming relationships with my students so they know that they can come to me for anything, not just for an education.
Teaching is more than just teaching skills. It's also like teaching life skills, things that they have to do to be successful in life. My classroom is a safe place for my students. They feel safe and you feel loved. It's a good place for learning to take place.
We touch students' lives in different ways. We can touch their lives positively or negatively, depending on the words that we say. So caring about them, the whole person, not just one aspect, not just academically.
I think oftentimes how awesome of a responsibility it is to have so many people that we come into contact each day as educators. And I pray that the impact that I do have on the people in our building and the people in our community is a positive one, because that impact does go on forever. It's often said that students might not remember what you say or what you teach, but they remember how you make them feel. And hopefully I've made people feel good and had a positive impact along the way.
We love you, Miss Tatum.
Sushi, you are phenomenal, you are inspiring, you motivate me to do better.
Amy Fauché, you are the greatest teacher ever.
Ms. Beard, I heavily thank you for all that you've done for me and for everyone else in your class.
To teach is to love.
To teach is to inspire.
To teach is to show you care.
To teach is to touch a life forever.